Microsoft has announced that Windows 8 will be available in 4 flavors, 2 for consumers, 1 for the enterprise, but the interesting one for me is RT, or Runtime, which is designed for ARM devices. Interestingly, this won't support full-fledged Windows applications on tablets, and I think that's a mistake. James? Speedy?
JD I prefer, but James is fine. I don't understand what the mistake is. I mean, there are a lot of other tablets on the market that don't run full-fledged apps. Why would a Windows flavor be any different?
This is an opportunity. I mean, this is particularly with Google's lawsuit from Oracle over Android, insisting that Android needs Java licensing. Which the lawsuit could go either way, but if it does go in Oracle's favor, that's going to inevitably drive up the price because of licensing costs of Android-based devices. This is an opportunity for Microsoft to get their foot in the door, and by not having full-fledged apps, I think they're missing a huge...
Okay, but they're still going to have the Windows x86 tablets. They're still going to have both flavors. They're just giving you an option.
I'm just
you can get the one that runs really, really well, and then the one that probably runs a lot like the Windows 7 tablets that we reviewed really poorly all year.
Well, now, an awkward position here for me, because for 6 months I've been saying that whole one OS to rule them all thing that Microsoft came out with was a bad idea, that you can't put a computer operating system on a tablet or a phone because they're essentially phones. But I did see a Windows 8 beta, and it looks to me like that'll fly on a tablet. Now, full Windows 8 on a phone, that's going to be absurd. But I still think that not accommodating full-fledged Windows apps on a tablet is a mistake.
So you've drank the Kool-Aid now, and you want a full computer on your tablet, and therefore this is a mistake? I don't understand, because I've used Windows 7 on a tablet, and I know that Windows 8 has Metro UI.
You've used Windows 7. You haven't. I've seen a beta of Windows 8. It's a different story.
Okay, but the history of Microsoft is making well, I don't want to I'm sure they'll hear me, but they make bloated OSs that run really well on desktops and run poorly in any sort of mobile device. I don't see this as them saying we're trying to strip features out. In fact, they're tossing you the free Office suite if you get Windows RT, which you don't get with the x86 tablets. So they're kind of acknowledging that this isn't their strength, and maybe some people are going to prefer to have a really sleek, really fast-moving version of that Metro UI without having to have all the bulk that goes into all the different, what was it called? Aero? Like stuff like that, like the visual effects. You can just kind of strip those out and make it just run really sleekly.
I have seen Windows 8 run on a virtual machine with like a gig of memory, and okay, it wasn't blindingly fast, but the fact that it could even run at all on a virtual machine with a gig of memory, I think speaks to the speed of the operating system, how it will perform on a mobile device. We're at a time, last words.
I think Windows RT doesn't sound like the worst idea I've ever heard. And we still are missing some of the details that are going to actually fill in the gaps to say whether it's actually a stripped-down version or just another version of Windows.
Mr. Speedy, thank you.